What's up, everybody of the beautiful internet world? I am PJ Yesowich. I am the head marketing evangelist online here at Karsh Hagan, Denver, Colorado. Monday, July 28th, 2008. Joined by Mr. Matt Ingleson.
I'm a senior copywriter at Karsh Hagan, and we're going to talk a little bit about Web 2.0, social networking, and some other things that we're doing here at Karsh Hagan.
Absolutely. Kind of give you guys a little bit of a background. We got the beautiful disruption thing going on in the background here, and we're doing this live from our headquarters in Denver, Colorado. So we thought we'd just kick off the conversation to...
live in the sense that we're going to tape it and edit it and then post it.
Yeah, basically everything Matt just said. So no, today we really wanted to take a moment to kind of reflect on some things that we've been talking about here as an agency for the past couple of weeks, not only in regards to clients, but today we had some really good discussion about where social fits into our world, right?
Yeah, and sort of where our clients stand with different social media and the differences in educating both our clients, our agency, and everybody else to get everybody else up to speed on what we're doing and really the capabilities that the internet presents to us.
So one of the things that Matt and I were discussing was maybe to try to bring up some sort of case study perspective. Maybe we can talk about that, and then maybe just kind of generally speak about, kind of what, you're seeing going on from I guess an innovative social kind of media perspective, and I can definitely help elaborate, inject my opinions. But yeah, that's kind of what we're thinking.
I mean, there's been a few of these things that we've done at Karsh Hagan. One of the biggest ones was last year for Regis. We actually were looking at their advertising and saying, their students are creating so much great content on their own. We don't need to create any more content. All we need to do is sort of create a funnel online for them. And that was the genesis of the Read the Stories campaign. All we had to do is really put up posters around Regis and around shopping malls in Denver, telling people, go to Regis, read the blog, go to the YouTube channel, check this stuff out. And we try to build a relationship between students, potential students, parents, all based around content that really already existed.
True. So one of the things that I was just thinking about is, how does mobile integrate into these strategies? I mean, we're doing a lot of cool things right now as far as beginning to lay the basic framework for integrating mobile into a lot of our clients' campaigns. But how do you see that fitting into the picture?
I mean, it becomes more and more important because of the millennials and the people that we're talking to. I sat in a focus group it was probably like 7 or 8 months ago now. And those guys, they were all about their mobile phones. They said, oh yeah, I have a MySpace account. Can't remember the last time I checked it, but they were checking their phones during the focus group, could not stop. And so I think that that's really the future sort of marketing to that generation.
Let's talk about mobile application development. So taking more than just a one-to-one type of marketing message from a mobile perspective, how about actually dropping applications that are useful for whatever it is, if it's a student on a telephone, to access some sort of wireless application protocol.
Yeah, I mean, and not just for students. We're actually doing podcasting to financial advisors for one of our clients every Friday. We actually hit their mobile phone with a podcast that the advisors can listen to. Before, they had to schedule time on a Friday to sit down and watch this thing on the internet. Now it comes to their phone. They can watch it on the plane, in the airport, wherever they happen to be at, more at their leisure. So that's been a big hit with them.
Definitely. What would you say is one of the key types of conversation you need to have to begin to speak with a client about social or mobile or whatever it is from a 2.0 perspective? What do you think is the most important subject matter to be discussed? Is it education?
Yeah, I mean, it's amazing how many times you'll sit in a meeting with a client and they will keep interrupting the meeting to look at their mobile phone, and at the same time they'll be saying, oh, I'm not really sure if people are using this technology or getting this technology. And so the first thing you've got to clear is just say, look how attached we all are to our mobile phones. I mean, everyone in this meeting has one. They're going off. You're talking on your BlackBerry or chatting on your BlackBerry right now as we're having this meeting. I mean, obviously, everybody gets it. It's permeated every level of culture, not just the millennials, everywhere. So that education piece is the first thing we really try to clear.
Scalability.
Right. That's a big word.
It's I'm gonna have to charge everyone viewing this channel to pay for that for the use of that word.
50 cents a word. That's what we're charging now.
But scalable technology. So obviously, as times change, the campaigns are changing. And optimization becomes a little bit easier when you can make marketing decisions based off of factual information.
Right, because it is almost like direct mail was 10 years ago. It's something you can measure in real time. Mm-hmm. Clients love it, we love it. It's instant feedback on the campaigns we're doing.
So if we were to talk a little bit about some of the cool things that we're seeing going on in this Web 2.0, even now, as I personally refer to as, we're really in 3.0, if you really take a look at where we've come, especially in the last year. But what are we seeing the movers and shakers doing right now? What are the really cool things that you're seeing online?
We can argue whether 3.0 is Web 2.1. I mean, whether really it's just a logical extension of a place where if what this is all about is creating conversation, pushing and pulling that conversation into different applications as opposed to just putting it in a web browser. It's just a natural extension to me of Web 2.0. So the coolest things, if you were to ask me that question probably 8 months ago, I'd say that like one of the biggest things that brands have to look at is how they can sort of aggregate the content that's online, because there's so much of it being created. But as I look more and more, as more and more people create their own content, I think that there's still a big role for brands to play as a creator of that content, not just an aggregator of it, because frankly a lot of the content out there isn't very good. I've been responsible for a lot of bad content myself, and so we still work with brands to sort of think about what kind of content can you create online, and then how can you also channel the discussions that people are having online about your product in a way that's beneficial to you.